Bonjour à tous et bienvenue sur le live. J'espère que vous allez bien. J'espère que vous avez passé une bonne journée, les gars. Moi, ça va. J'ai passé une plutôt bonne journée. J'ai pas codé le jeu aujourd'hui. Je suis en train de, en fait, je suis en train de beaucoup réfléchir, les gars. Je suis en train d'essayer de faire un système de scénario où je peux faire un peu ce que je veux. Je peux dire à un personnage de bouger, d'attaquer, etc. Je vous en ai déjà parlé un petit peu. Mais ça se fait pas, c'est pas, il faut pas juste coder, taper des mots pour. En fait, c'est des choses qu'on réfléchit d'abord en amont au niveau du comportement de ce qu'on veut et ensuite on le fait. Donc pour l'instant, j'ai pas trop avancé sur le jeu. J'ai résolu tous les bugs, quasiment tous les bugs jusqu'à aujourd'hui. Il faudrait que je refasse un playtest pour voir s'il n'y a pas des petits trucs que j'ai oubliés ou quoi que ce soit. Mais mis à part ça, le jeu avance bien. J'ai pris aujourd'hui, je me suis fait une journée tranquille, les gars. Euh, donc voilà, j'ai joué à Valorant, j'ai fait plein de petites choses par-ci par-là. Et là, ce soir, donc on se retrouve pour la suite de Vampyr, je sais pas comment on prononce. Donc je lance le jeu, on va aller. Donc on en était où déjà? C'était. On devait faire quoi déjà? De souvenirs. De souvenirs, on avait donc résolu le problème de chantage. On avait fouillé les égouts, on a buté le boss. Et je sais plus exactement où est-ce qu'on s'était arrêté. Ah si, j'avais trouvé l'escale. Là, dans les égouts, en fait, j'avais trouvé l'escale. Et justement, je devais en apprendre plus sur ces pseudo-vampires qui sont... moi, j'ai plus l'impression que c'est des ghouls que des vampires, mais ça reste une progéniture de vampires. Par contre, c'est pas un Econ. Econ, je rappelle, étant les vampires pure souche, sauf qu'au lieu de les appeler des vampires, eux, entre eux, s'appellent des Econ. Voilà, c'est ce qui s'en rapproche le plus, mais c'est pas forcément des vampires à proprement parler. Et là, donc, on va rencontrer la bande de Scal, en tout cas un endroit où ils arrivent à vivre. Donc voilà, c'est parti. Si ça veut pas bugger, donc je vais retourner la souris pour être sûr qu'il n'y ait pas de problème. Je nous mets sur l'écran et c'est parti pour la suite. Donc le territoire des Scals dans les égouts. Donc c'est exactement ce que je disais. Donc on avait parlé à cette dame qui nous avait dit qu'on n'était pas la bienvenue, mais nous on va en apprendre plus sur eux, donc on va un peu on va essayer de discuter un peu avec tout le monde, sachant qu'on peut aussi les bouffer eux. Donc ils sont considérés comme des citoyens ordinaires.
Keep your distance, Echo.
Ok, lui ne veut absolument pas me parler.
We're at your mercy. Will you end us?
Je ne tuerai personne dans ce jeu, les gars. À moins que ce soit obligé par le scénario, je ne prendrai pas de sang. Je veux juste connaître les personnes.
Oh,
Monsieur.
Bridget says you are one to trust.
Ok. On va aller direct à la quête. On voit bien qu'il n'y en a aucun qui veut m'adresser la parole. Ah, il est en dessous. Mince. C'est ici. Attends, excuse-moi, je vois un coffre-fort. Je prends la note, je prends le coffre. Hop, on prend tout et on discute.
Hello, Harriet. Do you recognize me?
Yes, you are from the Pembroke Hospital. The young doctor. So full of secrets.
I've so many questions I need to ask you, Harriet. If you would.
I love questions. As for the answers, you may not like them.
Ok. Eh mais c'est Harriet. D'accord. Comment vous sentez-vous? J'avais même pas calculé, les gars. C'est la vieille de l'hôpital.
I can't move. My body's burning. I feel as if I'm dying over and over again.
Bah, on n'a pas besoin de demander si elle a mal. Par contre, elle a mangé quelque chose ou pas?
People here tried to feed me, but I'm just not hungry. I don't have the strength.
On va lui demander si elle a
Does the
mal.
pain ever stop?
It is not pain I feel. It's like I can't stop feeling every inch of my body. But at the same time, each muscle and bone is the wrong place.
Vu l'état du bras, je dirais que c'est à peu près, ouais, ce qui doit se passer dans ton corps. On va avoir simulé votre mort.
Your room, the blood. What brought you to fake your death in such a gruesome fashion?
To see if I would be mourned.
Bah bien sûr que tu nous as manqué, Harriet. Voyons, c'est quoi ça? Pourquoi êtes-vous enfui?
Why flee with Sean Hampton?
Oh, it's always a pleasure to see a saint fall to sin. But the coward still don't kill.
Ok. Pourquoi êtes-vous
Why
venu
did you
ici?
come here?
And why not? This is where I live now. Leave me be.
Est-ce que vous
Will
obéirez
you
à Bridget?
respect old Bridget's wishes? Will you obey her?
Bridget is kind. She only needs to keep me fed and I'll be good.
Vous souhaitez
So
rester
you
ici?
desire to stay here?
Yes, I'm with my own kind. Birds of a feather, so to speak.
Ouais, bah ça, laisse-moi en douter quand même. Hein.
Always alone.
Vous avez tous l'air d'être en mauvaise posture, hein, mais bon.
I have a question of the utmost importance to ask. Will you answer?
Questions, questions, questions. The good doctor, always searching for answers.
Do you remember what you did after leaving the hospital? Did you kill anyone?
First, a question from me. You answer first.
Very well then. What do you want to know?
Are you like me? Are you also dead?
Ah, nous sommes tous les deux des morts
We are
vivants.
not dead, Harriet. Death no longer pertains to us. We are different.
I like what I am. I truly do. I relish the pain that courses through me.
I know you fled the hospital with Sean Hampton.
C'est chelou là.
Did you
Hein.
or Sean kill anyone in your flight? Anyone?
Genre, elle kiffe avoir l'impression que tous ses os sont à la mauvaise place, quoi.
I wanted blood and I wanted revenge, and Sean pulled me from it, brought me here instead. But the shadows heard my prayers. The shadows killed that bastard.
Qui est l'homme qui a
Who was that
assassiné?
man? The one murdered in the street.
Qui a été assassiné?
He used to be my landlord. I lived here for many years before falling ill. Oh, he was an awful man. Disgusting and cruel. So cruel.
Ne mentez
You
pas.
sought vengeance by your own hand, and someone else obliged you. Very convenient. Don't lie to me.
I don't lie. I saw him near the docks, and rightly I wished him dead. And I am happy he is. It's true. But I didn't kill him. I was too tired.
Ok, donc elle était juste trop près pour le tuer, sinon elle l'aurait tué.
Tell me what you saw.
The shadows, they heard me and answered. Something in the deep darkness, quick, deadly. It asked me if I wanted revenge. I answered, yes.
And these shadows, this presence, do you still hear it? Was it a vampire? Did Sean see it?
It spoke only to me, and now it is silent.
Ok.
It is born of hatred, and it will kill again. And it hates you, Doctor. Oh, it hates you.
What makes you say that?
It whispered your name, Dr. Reed. It wanted to know who you were and where you went.
Questions about me?
Mhm.
What did you say?
Nothing, Doctor. I said nothing. there was nothing it didn't already know. Oh, I'm tired now. Let me rest.
Ok. Ok. Ah mince. Attends. Non. La porte se referme. Faut que j'aille... Ah,
Have you found the answers you were looking for, young Ekon?
j'ai
There
trouvé
is
des
too much
réponses.
left unanswered. So many questions.
Get to know us, spend time with us, and I may be willing to answer more questions.
Ça fait combien de temps que vous
For
êtes là?
how long have you been in hiding here?
Skulls have been hiding under London since vampires first entered the city.
Where did you hide before the sewers?
We claimed ancient tunnels, forgotten caverns, catacombs. We are skulls, groveling beneath the feet of our makers.
D'accord. Parlez-moi
What manner
d'Harriet.
of creature is Harriet? She is different from everyone else.
I really don't know. I'm not even certain she is a skull. I've no idea as to what blood made her.
What is a skull, in fact, in your honest opinion?
The progeny of a vampire, disavowed by her maker. Perhaps a fruitless branch of a noble tree. A word used to enslave us. I cannot say.
You mentioned
Que je rappelle un
vampire
petit
blood
peu,
has tremendous potency. You believe
Attendez,
it to be
on attend la fin de la
stronger than your own.
conversation.
The vampire's sweet blood. That rich, dark wine that we crave. For it made us, and it can sustain us.
I thank you for your time, madam. I must go back to Hampton now.
Your kindness has been ample payment, Ekon. To protect us, I'll close the access to our hideout, but you can use our shortcut to reach Mr. Hampton's shelter. Just follow the arrows.
Ok,
Thank
bah
you,
plutôt
old
cool.
Bridget. I hope we'll meet again.
En gros, l'escale, si je dis pas de bêtises, les gars, pour faire un tout petit rappel, l'escale, c'est la progéniture de vampires. Je sais plus par contre s'ils doivent boire du sang de vampire ou si c'est le vampire qui les a infectés directement. Ce qui est sûr, c'est que c'est des vampires incomplets, l'escale, et ils ont des malformations, ils ont des problèmes de comportement, ils n'arrivent pas à se contrôler. Encore moins que les vampires, surtout quand ils sont nouveau-nés, les vampires. Mais les scales, c'est encore pire. Donc voilà, c'est à peu près ce que je sais. Par contre, je ne sais pas où aller. Il faut que j'aille en haut, à 102 mètres. Elle m'a dit, suis les flèches. Donc je vois une flèche là. Vu qu'on doit monter, ça doit être par là. Par contre, il n'y a plus de flèches là. Donc, à mon avis, je me suis gouré. J'ai dû me gourer. Coffre, tout remplir. Ah, je peux dormir ici. Pas mal. Est-ce que je peux améliorer une arme? Tiens, bah il y a un nouveau... Nickel. Sérum de régénération. On va en faire un. Et je vais voir est-ce que je peux améliorer mon arme. Ah! Il m'en faut 3 et 6, mais j'en ai que 4 des plaques de plomb. C'est pas très grave. Par contre, niveau 5, je passe à 220 points de dégâts. Waouh. Ça, c'est pas mal. Hein. C'est pas mal. On va se soigner vite fait. On ne sait pas s'il va y avoir du danger dehors. Alors, qu'est-ce que je peux faire? J'ai 3700. Je suis niveau 11. On peut augmenter un peu l'endurance à la limite. Voilà, on a bien augmenté l'endurance. Capacité sanguine supplémentaire, on peut prendre un petit peu de tout. De toute façon, un jour ou l'autre, faudra que je le fasse. Voilà. L'autophagie, je peux... Ah. Autophagie, vous échangez le gain de santé instantanément pour une régénération plus importante. Ou vous utilisez plus de sang pour vous soigner instantanément et obtenir une augmentation supplémentaire de votre régénération de santé. 200, 300... D'accord. Prendre soin. Récupération à 2. De toute façon, il me faut 2000 d'XP, donc je pourrais pas le faire. On va garder le reste et je vais confirmer. Alors là, on est où là? On est à recensement des citoyens. Ça reste stable. Satisfaisant. Qu'est-ce qu'ils ont? Ah, ils ont tous des virus. Ah, c'est parce qu'ils ont fatigue. Ah, mais c'est un enfer, il y en a trop là. Anémie. Waouh. Ils peuvent pas prendre soin de... Il y a des docteurs, bordel. Pourquoi c'est à moi de tout faire? Des fois, je me demande si ça sert vraiment à quelque chose de dormir, les gars. Hein. Je me demande vraiment si ça sert à quelque chose. Parce que ça fait empirer la situation. Alors que j'étais très bien avant. On est obligé pour augmenter de niveau. Mais je suis pas obligé. En vrai, vu le niveau de difficulté que j'ai, je peux avancer quand même largement, sereinement. Bon, là il y a une flèche. Où est-ce qu'il y a une autre flèche? Alors, je vois, il y a un coffre. Bon. Ok. Donc là, maintenant, faut suivre les flèches. Tenter de convaincre Sean de retourner à Whitechapel. Siampton est le confronté. Ok. Ah, je suis un peu perdu, les gars. Je sais pas. Attendez, ça c'est important. C'est verrouillé, ok. Il est où Siampton là?
Welcome back, Dr. Reed. Would you like to take communion with me now?
Sean, are you eating raw flesh?
It is the sacred flesh of the mortal lamb. Our Lord's bountiful transmutation for the sustenance of his believers. Thank you, Lord. I am your most humble servant.
So, true to your word, you waited for my return.
I told you, Dr. Reed, I was a man to be trusted. Did you have words with the poor Harriet?
Vous cachez bien votre jeu.
This shelter is the tip of the iceberg. You hide your game well, I'll give you that.
We are God's children, Dr. Reed, one and all, and he's determined to save us.
Harriet a besoin d'une
Harriet,
attention.
Miss Jones has been behaving in a most violent manner. She's going to need special attention.
That's precisely the reason I brought her here. To meet old Bridget. She's the guide Harriet requires.
Harriet est pleine de haine.
Harriet is possessed by her hatred. You cannot let her roam free. She's dangerous.
She has joined her own kind, Doctor. Old Bridget is a saint to the younger Scals, guiding them to salvation and peaceful existence.
I believe I've learned all I need to know. I'm certain you've killed no one, but one day I believe you'll cross the line.
Logic is a false prophet. Faith is the only path to salvation.
What do you
Bien sûr, si tu le dis.
We have been blessed with God's eternity. We are the instruments of his divine will. We shall feed the hungry forever and ever. Amen.
Vous nourrissez de
I
cadavres.
haven't the luxury of being able to satisfy my hunger on staunch blood and lifeless flesh.
Give yourself over to God, Doctor. Expel your urges and kneel before the Lord in praise.
These urges. You know the hunger will never be satisfied.
I've come to embrace the everlasting craving. I have sworn to feed only upon the flesh of the dead. It is now my sacrament. Take.
C'est terrible, hein.
This is my body. So
Ouais, mais c'est pas dans ce sens en fait. C'était pas un vrai corps hein, à la base. Ah les gars, j'ai envie de le buter, mais ça reste un homme de foi. Pour l'instant, il a rien fait. Si plus tard il tue, bah peut-être que je le tuerai, tu vois. Mais on peut pas tuer quelqu'un pour quelque chose qu'il n'a pas encore commis. Vous voyez ce que je veux dire? Donc on va le laisser en paix pour l'instant. Même si c'est horrible qu'il mange des cadavres, vaut mieux qu'il mange des cadavres que des êtres
In
vivants.
fact, I envy the peace you found and will remember it.
there is love and compassion in your heart. You only need to give it wings.
Thank you for your kind words, Sean. Continue your noble efforts. You are a good man in bad times.
Keep to the light, my friend. Like all my flock, you have a home here. Anytime you're in the neighborhood.
Ah, les choix sont quand même compliqués. Décider du sort. De nouveaux citoyens peuvent être tués. Ok. Qu'est-ce qui se passe? J'entends quelqu'un crier.
Another corpse thrown in the streets. Someone's playing a very sick
C'est
game.
qui lui? Putain, il a une jambe retourne. Qu'est-ce qu'il tient dans la main? Un
I know
pendentif.
this brooch. This is my mother's. A birthday gift from father.
Fouiller le corps.
29 Pretty Orchard Street. That's near Poplar's district. Why would this man carry off my mother's brooch? I must go there.
Alentour du refuge nocturne. Est-ce qu'on prend le temps un petit peu là de faire des remèdes et d'aller un peu soigner tout le monde, les gars? Parce que je les connais pas. Ouais.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Can I help you?
A fancy doctor lurking at night by the docks? Not fishy at all.
And what about you? Working outside at night in this dangerous part of town?
You want to know my secret? I'm trying to earn money. And I'm Lottie Paxton, by the way.
Vous avez vu ce qui vient de se passer?
Did you see what happened?
No. I was coming back to the shelter from work when I heard an awful scream, and there was this man, dead, just in front of the building.
You saw nothing at all?
No, I told you, just that awful woman's scream.
A woman scream? Are you sure?
Of course. It was terrifying. I thought it was my sister, so I ran. But it was a man I've never seen round here before.
Ok.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton. Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. May I have your attention for a minute?
Good evening, sir. My name is Giselle Paxton, but I don't have time for men like you.
Have we met before?
No, but I just need to look at your fancy clothes to know that you must be desperate to visit the docks at night.
That's quite judgmental of you.
Sir, I've led enough strikes when I had a job to identify you as an enemy of the working class.
Vous avez vu ce qui vient de se
Did you see
passer?
what just happened?
No, I didn't. And I don't care.
Really? Why is that?
Because this sexist pig is one of the 4 men who blacklisted me. Good riddance, if you ask me.
Enfin, ça te retire pas de la blacklist,
Well,
hein?
I'll leave you for now. Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Alors, j'ai 2 choses à faire, une à 570 mètres et une à 200. Trouver l'appartement défunt dans le quartier, fouiller l'appartement ou veuve en détresse. J'irais bien quand même faire la veuve en détresse. C'est quoi ça? Manufacturing. Là, il y a un raccourci. Il y a une bestiole, ça va faire un peu d'XP. Non, ah non, c'est un bonhomme. Allez. Il y avait un mec en haut, non? Boum. Je prends et on se casse. On va... Je pense qu'il y a un moment où je vais faire le... Comment? L'hôpital, je vais guérir les gens et tout un peu. Histoire que l'état du quartier et tout ne deviennent pas venimeux. Sans venime, plutôt. C'est quoi ce bruit là? Oh, le coup dans le dos, il lui a mis une critique. Par contre, il était niveau 20. Hein. Je sais pas où elle est.
Want some of this?
Lui, c'était pas un lance-flamme. Plaque de plomb. Super. Donc j'ai ce qu'il faut en plaque de plomb. Maintenant, il me manque des trucs. Donc là, je vais à gauche et c'est bon. Wow, niveau 22, je le fume. Ok. Finsbury Gate.
"29 Pretty Orchard Street. This is it. What's in there for me?" There's been a fight
Les
here.
ressorts. Les vis. Peau de girafe, quinine, ok. Opium. Salicine. Tarte frérot. Organane de potassium. De l'argent. De l'argent. Donc je suis monté, mais... Apparemment, c'est en bas qu'il y a un truc à faire. D'accord.
This window was shattered with violent force. Someone's been pulled through it and dragged through the street. Who could have done that?
Donc faut que je sorte de la maison et que je fasse le tour. Apparemment, je peux pas faire le tour par ici.
It's locked, all right.
Ok. Je fais comment du coup? Non mais il y a forcément un passage les gars. Ils nous ont pas fait ça quand même. Là genre on rentre dans la maison et après on doit refaire tout le tour du quartier pour ressortir. Là moi je passe par la fenêtre là, non? Ah non, d'accord. C'est là. Il ressort. Une caisse. Deux caisses, oui. Allez. Fantassin.
Are you deaf? Look at him! This is fucking he's done for!
Terminé. On va récupérer un peu ce qu'il nous donne. D'accord.
You make a good point.
Aumônier, niveau 22.
He's mine! I'll take it! That leech is fucked! Allies, vermin!
Terminé. Laisse-moi tranquille. Elle a été attachée à l'arbre, avec une rose dans la bouche. À cause de la mort.
The marks on this woman's neck were made by the fangs of a vampire.
La fleur.
This is the very flower my mother tossed on Mary's coffin. Someone is targeting my family. Only a golden watch in her pockets.
Je vais la prendre.
Her shoes and clothes are quite worn out.
I see you.
Elle? Mais non, c'est pas...
Right then. It's a sick game. But given no choice in the matter, I might as well win it.
Ah, donnez-moi des morceaux de poignée rares, là. Je sais pas, j'ai l'impression qu'il y a un piège, hein. On va direct dans un piège, là, les gars. Je cherche un petit peu tout le loot.
What was that? I won't let you escape. You're very fast, but I'll catch you.
Grande boîte de pilules. Ok. Faut que j'aille où?
They've all been butchered. I can still sense a presence.
Je peux pas monter par là? Par où je peux passer?
Come to me.
Are you all right, Miss Shun?
My name is Xiao Shun. This is the proper way to address someone in my country.
I do apologize, Xiao Shun. Are you all right?
Yes, I am. This is the only place where I can find some kind of serenity.
Alors ça c'est pas la quête principale, les
Some
gars.
way to remember my dear Matthew.
Des nouvelles de
Have you
North Crane?
recent news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
This part of town is very fragile. I hope the trust so many people put in her will not.
Question personnelle. Vous
You
pouvez pas rester
realize
ici pour
you
toujours,
can't
vous le
stay
savez.
here forever, don't you? Eventually, you'll have to leave the cemetery.
Why? Why should I go? Since this is the only place I can find peace of mind.
Votre place est parmi les
But you're
vivants.
not dead. There is a difference between visiting the dead and staying with them.
You sound like you're no stranger to the pain I feel.
Let's just say, I too have a good reason to visit cemeteries at night.
Please accept my condolences for your loss then, Dr. Reed.
You should go home now.
No, not yet. I miss my dear Matthew so much, and I can't forgive myself.
Il manque un indice pour pouvoir...
Are you on your own? Do you have any friends or family who you could be with?
I have family and friends, but I need to be here alone. One day maybe I'll go back to them, but not now. I need silence, and I need sadness.
La solitude ne fait que rendre
You
le deuil
should
plus
not be by
difficile.
yourself. Grief can be a terrible trial, and it's even worse when you're alone.
Thank you for your sincere words, Dr. Reed. I sense you trying to help me, even if I don't quite
Parce que
understand
t'es en
why.
danger en fait.
Tell me how your husband died, Xiaoshu.
Matthew died of the Spanish flu, like so many others. It's a mundane cause of death these days, but for me it meant the end of the world.
At this time, there is so little medical science can do to defeat this terrible epidemic. I'm truly sorry.
The worst thing is not his death, even if it tears me apart. The worst is not to have seen it coming, to have lost him so quickly, even before
Je comprends que ce soit
realizing it.
Did he
difficile.
hide his condition from you?
Matthew was a smiling type, a happy sort. Everything that I am not. Did he laugh at his death to come, or did he not realize what was going to happen? I'll never know.
Pourquoi vous
The
sentez-vous
Spanish
coupable?
flu may be the worst disease mankind has ever faced. Why are you blaming yourself?
You don't understand. I didn't know he was so sick. I didn't realize the gravity of his situation until it was too late.
As harsh as this sounds, we are all equally vulnerable to this awful disease. It can take the strongest man in just a couple of days.
I never said goodbye to Matthew. We never realized how bad it was. We laughed about it even. He always made me laugh. Now I don't have enough tears to shed.
Donc là, je peux retourner question personnelle et boum.
Are you a doctor yourself? Is this why you feel so guilty for not saving your sick husband?
No, I am not. But I still need to blame someone for Matthew's death. And who else, if not his wife, who did not see it coming?
I'm a physician, one of the best in the country. But I was unable to save my own sister, Mary. She died in my arms.
Why tell me this? Is it supposed to make me feel better?
No. But I felt I should share it with you, since she is buried here too.
May I ask what caused the death of your sister?
You could say she was also killed by a terrible disease. A disease I have sworn to fight and cure, no matter how long it takes.
Thank you for sharing that with me, Dr. Reed. Maybe it's time we start to rebuild our lives, you and I.
Et donc,
You should go home now.
I think you're right. Cemeteries are for the dead, for they need silence too. Thank you for your honesty and your wisdom, Dr. Reed.
Thank you for your company, Xiaoshun. Take care on the way home.
Maybe I'll see you again in Whitechapel. Goodbye for now.
et voilà.
Goodbye for now.
C'est bon, la quête a été faite. On a réussi à la convaincre.
The world has gone completely
Et maintenant,
mad.
peut-être un combat de boss, les gars. Ça ressemble à une zone de combat, hein.
You! What have you done?
Vicar Larrabee, what happened?
Demon! Hell scourge! Son of perdition!
Vicar! Jonathan's no demon. He's just a soul. Returned from the dead. Like your Christ, Vicar.
Mary, is it really you?
C'est vraiment sa sœur?
You're right. Precious brother.
What is Mother doing here?
I'm gathering the family for a final reunion. All smiling, all dead. Thanks to the good Dr. Reed.
Mary,
Mother, say hello to your son.
Hello, Jonathan.
Mother,
What do we have here, Mother? The prodigal son has lost his tongue. Our Jonathan always had the first and last word at dinner. The entertainer, the star of our show.
I'm sorry. Let me explain.
Shut up. It's my turn to do the talking. I have this nasty hole in my chest, Johnny. It needs to breathe.
Of course. You can speak.
Ah, c'est terrible, les gars.
My prayers went so long without an answer. My husband, killed in France. My child, carried away by the flu. My brother promising to return in his letters, then disappearing in thin air. I went from hospital to hospital. Cemetery to cemetery. Grave to grave. I've lifted every stone in London, searching for an end to the nightmare. And there you were. In front of me. On a dark pier.
The hunger had taken me.
The joy to have finally found you. I longed for your arms, a final happy ending to so much tragedy, to tell me all would be well again, as you did when we were children. It was this filthy dock where you greeted your sister. I dug a tunnel from my grave with my fingers and teeth.
Mary. I thought I had murdered you. I tried to end myself. We've been through the same horror.
We are a disease, Jonathan. A sickness that corrupts all it touches. All we kiss, and all we kill. Look at me. Admire your ilk.
I'm so sorry.
Apologies will not suffice. I demand reparation. I want a miracle. Are you a miracle worker, Dr. Reed? No? I'll show you mine then. The family Reed.
Elle va la transformer en vampire, la mère.
Living forever in a red sea of eternal love. Time to go, Mother. Say hello to my son for
Mary,
me.
wait. I have made friends with vital knowledge. Vampires. We are not alone, Mary. With time, we can learn to live almost as we lived before.
How long?
What?
How long will this masquerade continue? I've been watching you. All these nights in Whitechapel, pretending you're still a doctor. You believe you're just fighting a disease. But it's you, the disease, Jonathan, you!
I'm a scientist. I'll find a solution. Let our mother go, please.
You're always the one to sway me to reason, Jonathan. But before, your motivations were always pure. Now you're tainted.
Let her go! She has no part to play in this.
Very well. Have you heard our good doctor? You can go home, Mother. Go home and rest in peace.
Yes, I'll go home and rest.
It's so easy to make them obey or forget. Puppets for our pleasure. I've seen you have your fun.
You are mad.
So that's what I am, Doctor. Mad. I was beginning to wonder. I've been hearing these voices in my head. One in particular, that of my dead brother. This is the reason I must kill you. Not for your betrayal. Not for our poisonous kiss. Not even for the lies you tell yourself. No. It's so that smooth and wicked voice will stop ringing in my ear.
Mary. No, don't!
Time to die, brother. And this time for good.
Oula. Baston.
Slayer!
Hop là. T'en vas encore?
monster.
Mince.
You've spared the precious nurse Crane, but not your own Mary. Give me your blood, priest.
Compliqué là. Elle reprend sa vie là.
Their final thoughts are just to die for. Kiss me again, sweet brother.
Je vais mourir.
You left me to rot in this grave. Come to me, Jonathan.
Elle est où?
You killed me.
Ouah, les dégâts. J'ai mal joué les gars. J'ai pris trop de dégâts au début. J'espère qu'il y a une save juste avant. C'était par là, hein. C'était par là. Si elle avait pas repris sa vie aussi... Ah, attendez. Il y a des rats, super.
This is despicable. I have this
Faudrait que j'en trouve plus.
thirst for blood.
Il n'y a pas des petits rats par ici, là? Il n'y a pas d'autres rats. Je vais jouer plus safe, les gars. Parce que je lui fais quand même beaucoup de dégâts.
Help me, please.
Abomination.
Putain, mais regardez aussi, elle frappe en AOE, elle. Elle frappe en AOE.
You killed me. What have you done? You've spared the precious nurse Crane, but not your own Mary.
Mince.
Rest in peace, monster. Give me your blood, priest.
Mince, je peux pas m'approcher.
Final thoughts are just to die for.
Quoi? En train de me bourrer. Non mais, si elle est pas stunlock, je peux rien faire. Hein.
Kiss me again, sweet brother.
Oh.
Come to me, Jonathan. Because you spared Sean Hampton, don't expect the same mercy from me.
En fait, le truc, c'est qu'il faut l'esquiver jusqu'à ce moment.
What have you done?
C'est ça, à un moment, elle se fatigue, les gars.
You've killed me, brother.
Voilà.
Well, brother, it's time to bring this conversation to an end. Forever.
You know I will not play this game.
Calm now, Doctor. Like a rabid dog. Or think you're performing an autopsy.
Don't be ridiculous.
I'll kill them all. The kind Dr. Swansea. The sweet little lass with hair of red. I am the Harbinger, bringing your punishment.
Mary.
Don't you see? This is not me. Flesh that never ages. All nightmare, no dream. Bring it to a close. Let me sleep.
I will find a cure, Mary. I swear it.
Then, at last, I can forgive you.
C'est tellement triste. Il a pas voulu tuer sa sœur. Au final, il l'a crue morte, mais elle a ressuscité. Et il a été obligé de la retuer une deuxième fois pour pas qu'elle elle détruise tout sur son passage. Vaincre Mary.
Blood. As I shed one last red tear for my fallen sister, I realize the entire world now revolves around this singular word. The epidemic that has stricken London is not the Spanish flu. It is transmitted through the blood, via violent biting, turning survivors into frenzied immortals. I am Dr. Jonathan Reed. I am a vampire, born anew into an age of death and pestilence. While plotting factions close in around me, I am sworn to find the source of this epidemic. I am convinced greater perils are still to come. I know the answers I seek are hiding in our blood.
Invitation de Lady Ashbury. Cher docteur, j'espère que cette lettre vous trouvera rapidement car j'ai besoin de m'entretenir avec vous le plus tôt possible. La situation évolue très vite dans le West End et je suis convaincu que nous courons maintenant un grave danger. La garde de Priven a ouvert la grande chasse à Londres et depuis quelques nuits, ils cherchent activement et tuent tous les Econ qu'ils peuvent. Lord Redgrave, le président du club Ascalon, m'a récemment contacté. Il souhaite vous rencontrer le plus vite possible. S'il vous plaît, venez me rendre visite à mon manoir la nuit qui vous conviendra le mieux. Nous devons discuter de tout cela. Vous trouverez attaché à cette lettre un laissez-passer officiel qui vous permettra de franchir n'importe quelle barricade ou poste de contrôle de la quarantaine dans toute la ville. Lady Ashbury. Poussée de fièvre, chapitre 4. Trouver l'origine de l'épidémie. Ok. Les gars, malheureusement, ça m'arrive encore aujourd'hui. Il faut que j'aille juste faire un petit tour aux toilettes. Et puis, je suis là dans Même pas 5 minutes. À tout de suite. Je suis là, les gars. Allez, faire partie. Alors. Donc là, il y a dormir. J'ai 5000 XP, les gars. Waouh. J'ai pas vraiment envie de dormir en plus. C'est plus bas. On va continuer la quête. On dormira une autre fois. Parce qu'à chaque fois qu'on dort, ça empire la situation. Alors autant éviter de dormir le plus possible. Ah mince, j'ai oublié de regarder si je pouvais améliorer mon arme. Attendez, c'est important. Parce que là, sur le boss, j'aurais eu mon arme à améliorer. Ça aurait été vraiment un autre combat, quoi. Niveau 4. Non, mais j'arrive pas à les avoir, les poignées de qualité. Hein. J'arrive pas à les avoir. C'est pas grave. On va faire avec. Lady Ashbury. Je sais pas où on en est dans le jeu, chapitre 4. Je sais pas ça représente quoi. 50%, 80, 20. Je pense qu'il y en a plus autour des 50% que... Mais trouver la source... Non, en vrai, on est plus que ça. Hein. Trouver la source de l'épidémie, les gars, sur ce chapitre-là. Mais non, mais... Il y a un monstre. What the fuck? Allez, frappez-vous. Je vous regarde, les gars. Allez. Et moi, j'arrive et je vous tue tous les deux. Hop. C'est gratuit.
I'll send you back in a
Eh bah. Faudrait que j'arrive à trouver quelqu'un et l'assommer et lui prendre son sang. Parce que là, c'est vraiment trop limite. Ça peut être pas mal, hein. Il y a beaucoup d'ennemis. Non! Allez! Mais il m'enchaîne de fou, lui! Hop là, on a esquivé l'attaque. On reprend du sang. Parfait. Et là, je les fume. Oh, il m'a... Non. Tu vas me le payer, toi. Hein. Bon, après, je suis full sang, donc je peux être full life rapidement. Donc là, c'est cool. J'ai pris un peu de risque, hein, quand même. Mais c'était considéré. Fallait bien faire quelque chose. Sinon, j'allais vite tomber dans la... Ça aurait été problématique. Ok, donc j'ai tout looté normalement. Toi, il a pas pris le coup, non? Hop là, et normalement il est mort. Je suis full life. Bon. L'objectif il est où? Il est là. Est-ce que je suis passé au bon endroit? Non. Je suis pas du tout passé au bon endroit. Donc faut que je revienne en arrière. C'est où? Tout droit à gauche. Ok. L'ambiance du jeu est quand même incroyable, hein, les gars. Allez. Encore lui?
You must prepare, child, for the earth is bleeding and the harvest is upon us.
Stay away, whoever you are.
This is no time for petty quarrels, my champion. Can you not hear? The famished queen has awoken.
C'est pas votre champion.
I am not your champion.
But of course you are, son. As surely as you are the blood of my blood.
I had to kill Mary.
I have known your pain, child. Do not succumb to...
Silence! I dismiss you, now!
The land calls for a champion. All and everyone needs you.
Silence! I'm tired of all these puppet shows.
Ok. C'est par là, non? Non, c'est pas par là. Que je prends le temps. La question c'est est-ce qu'il y a quelque chose d'intéressant par ici? Mais allez, mais ça prend une demi-seconde son attaque. Il peut pas me laisser tranquille un peu? Wouah, t'es sérieux? T'es sérieux? Je vais me faire fumer là par un mec? Il m'a jamais laissé le temps d'attaquer. Il a enchaîné de ouf. Je me suis fait arnaquer là. Par là, y a rien. Un vampire.
They want war. I'll show them war.
Whatever this poor woman did, nobody deserves this kind of punishment.
Faut que j'aille par là, moi.
That's what you do.
Boum. Morceau, gâchette de qualité. C'est pas ce que je veux. Moi, je veux juste des morceaux de qualité, c'est tout. Par contre, je commence à en trouver, donc c'est une bonne nouvelle. Il y a quelque chose de caché par ici ou... La porte est fermée. Attendez, il y avait un... Elle est verrouillée. Ouais. Ça, c'est des portes qu'on ouvre que dans un sens, hein, les gars. Pourquoi ça... Ok, c'est juste ça brille. Faut que j'aille tout droit. Non, faut que j'aille... Bah, c'est alors où je voulais aller, là. C'est ici. Ah oui, d'accord.
So this is where she lives. What a splendid house.
Allons-y.
Dr. Reed, welcome. How are you?
As good as one can be, considering the circumstances.
Yes. Death and affliction seem prevailing themes of late. Please, come in. We have much to discuss.
I hope I haven't disturbed you.
Not at all. Actually, I was counting on you visiting me tonight.
How strange, this painting. Beautiful, melancholic, yet with a haunting dignity.
Indeed. A long time ago, a friend asked me to paint this for him. But I kept it in the end.
I did not know you were a painter, my lady.
There are many things you do not know about me, young Ekon.
Appelez-moi Jonathan.
Call me Jonathan.
Please excuse my behavior, Jonathan. I tend to tease my friends when uneasy.
What is bothering you, my lady? Your letter was quite alarming.
We will talk about this in a few minutes. For now, I would like you to tell me about yourself. How have you been since we last met, my friend?
My
Mary
sister Mary.
était
She
la
was made a
meurtrière.
vampire in the same way I was. She was the one killing all those people everywhere I went.
Vengeance is a powerful force for those betrayed. Made vampire through careless error. Victims by surprise.
J'ai jamais voulu cela.
I swear I did not intend that. If only I had known then how vampires are created.
That is the scientist speaking. In truth, most of us do not know how it really works. Personally, I make sure my prey will not return to haunt me.
What do you mean?
I am merciless, Jonathan. I only feed on the dying, and I make sure they are dead before leaving their remains.
J'ai senti... Ouais. Comment on pose
I
des
think
questions?
I should ask the questions, your ladyship. After all, it was you who invited me to settle this most urgent of matters.
Fair enough, Jonathan. The situation is critical. We do not have the luxury for etiquette.
Please do not misunderstand me. I would be delighted to discuss mundane matters and idle trivialities.
If we survive the dark nights to come, we shall have all the time in the world to speak, you and I. For now, please follow me, Jonathan.
I must say, your house is exquisite.
One of the advantages of living forever is having the time to be selective with one's furnishings.
Ok, donc là on se fait un petit thé tranquille pendant que le monde est en train de mourir.
Can't keep it down, but I do so enjoy the aroma. Let us toast to make-believe. And of course to your health, Jonathan.
And to yours, my lady.
Alors j'ai confiance en elle, mais pas assez pour boire son thé, perso. Hein.
Please, call me Elizabeth.
So, my lady, why truly did you invite me here?
I've been asked to deliver an official invitation to meet the Ascalon Club.
Qui sont-ils?
Who are they? Really?
They are the embodiment of vampire law in Britain. Some say they influence the destiny of the Empire. Some believe they merely protect it.
Ils se battront contre la garde.
Fight the guard of Prewen?
I doubt it. Fergal was Lord Redgrave's executioner forever and a day. By defeating that beast, you deprived them of a powerful weapon.
Combien sont-ils?
How many are they?
Only a small number of powerful and deceitful immortals. All of them entangled in a sticky web of shadow cabinets, influencing trade.
C'est des parias, quoi. Ils se cachent, ils se nourrissent, ils tuent, toujours dans le silence et dans l'ombre. Pourquoi ils...
Because they know we are close. The Ascalon Club has many spies. Their main occupation is gathering information and then deciding how to use it.
Pourquoi ils demandent pas votre
Why
aide?
not ask for your help, since you are obviously a powerful and influential immortal yourself?
You have to understand that I am invisible to the eyes of Ascalon, for I am a woman. That suits me well, as long as they leave me alone.
Est-ce qu'ils vous ont menacé?
Have they threatened you in any way?
Not at all. Their message surprised me at first, but it is only logical, considering the critical situation in London.
C'est bien quand la misogynie, quoi, même chez les vampires. C'est une femme, donc on s'en fout. Et puis j'ai avoir confiance en eux.
Should I trust them?
Of course not. Do not misunderstand me. They can be very useful, but I believe their long-term goals differ from yours.
Pourquoi les rencontrer dans ce cas-là?
Because nothing truly important can be achieved in this city without their consent. They could be powerful allies in this current situation.
Je leur mentir?
We all lie, Jonathan. It falls to you to choose your behavior. The most important rule is to show them due respect.
Ok. Ils sont...
They have done nothing but impede my investigation since I became known to them. Why would they want to see me now?
I guess they now see you as Ascalon material. They must have found out what happened to your sister. Proof of the potent blood flowing through your veins.
I'm not sure I can accept their invitation. I have seen their handiwork. How Fergal the Beast imposed the club's law.
You have no choice, Jonathan. Even I would not openly defy Lord Redgrave, the chairman of the Ascalon Club.
Here, Redgrave.
What can you tell me about Lord Redgrave? Who is he?
Lord Redgrave is the founder and chairman of the Ascalon Club. Most mortals know him as the Earl of Bristol. He is rich and extremely influential.
L'avez-vous déjà rencontré?
Have you met him?
Only on rare occasions, for he never goes outside the club. And women are not awarded membership, even immortals.
Il a quel âge du
How
coup?
old is he? How long has he been a vampire?
Lord Redgrave claims to be the progeny of William Marshall, the most valiant knight who ever lived. If that is true, he could be very old.
Very old, ça veut rien dire, hein. Moi je veux savoir son âge. On s'en fout de l'influence, on
If
sait
you
qu'il
are
en a.
convinced I must meet him, I will heed your advice.
Thank you, Jonathan. I understand your reluctance to brush shoulders with London's vampire elite. But we have no choice.
Is the situation that critical?
Yes. The Guard of Prewen has called for a second great hunt of our kind. And they will stop at nothing to eliminate us.
Ils viennent à Scalon vont ça confronter. Qu'est-ce que la
What
grande
is the
chasse?
great hunt?
The first great hunt was launched about 75 years ago. In just a few nights, the Guard of Prewen located and destroyed most of the old British vampires.
Et pourquoi en fomenter une
Why
nouvelle?
start a second one?
Prewen has always seen us immortals as a threat to mankind. My guess is they suspect one or more of us as the cause of the epidemic.
Et comment vous avez
How did you
survécu, vous,
survive
du
the
coup?
first hunt?
I fled, Jonathan. Like most vampires who survived that slaughter. And I secretly came back when I was sure they had lost my trail.
Ok. Vous devriez
You should flee
fuir.
then. Leave London, the country even. I have seen the Guard in action. They are merciless.
Your concern warms my heart, Jonathan. But fear not. If the situation gets too dangerous, I shall retreat to my secret Scottish manor. I could hide you in my luggage, if you wish.
Thank you for the offer. I
Non,
shall
c'est
keep
bon.
it in mind, but I have
On va
much
leur
to do
botter
here.
les fesses à tous ces chasseurs de
There is
vampires.
a
là.
question I must ask you. Could Lord Redgrave be my maker?
I doubt it. If Lord Redgrave had made you his progeny, he would not have seemed so surprised when you demonstrated the strength of your lineage.
Quel est le
What
plan?
is the plan?
The plan is we both try to save this city, you and I.
C'est un
Go
plan
to
qui me plaît.
Ascalon, accept their proposition, and use their influence to promote your agenda.
Et comment je peux le sauver,
How
Londres, de
can I
tout ça?
save London?
The epidemic is the priority. You must find its origin and put an end to it. This is the best way to solve the crisis.
Et qu'allez-vous faire en attendant?
What will you do?
I still have contacts and old friends in this town. I shall make some inquiries and attempt to learn more of the situation. We need clarity.
Ok, ça marche.
One day soon, I will have to find the answer to this mystery.
And I shall help you in your research, I promise. For now, you must go to the Ascalon Club and play their game.
Will I see you again at the Pembroke Hospital?
No, you will find me here if you need me. I shall conduct inquiries alone, and we can then share our discoveries.
Merci
I
mille fois.
want to thank you for all your support and your help, my lady.
Could you do me a last great favor and call me Elizabeth?
I should be honored, my lady.
Then it is settled. Finally, some good news in these dark hours.
Thank you. I appreciate the advice. I had best prepare myself to meet this Lord Redgrave now.
How thrilling to meet the Earl of Bristol in the flesh, so to speak.
Something tells me you're not very keen on the man.
Don't get me wrong. The gentlemen of the Ascalon Club are honorable, but their attitude and opinions are somewhat antiquated.
I see.
As long as they deny access to female applicants, I will leave them to their antediluvian considerations as to the natural order of things. Jonathan, promise me you'll be careful.
Of course. But why the fear in your voice?
Look at me, Jonathan.
I am.
I mean, really look at me, young Ekon. We
Okay.
may be deceptive by nature,
But this heart of mine has always told the truth.
Elizabeth.
Go, my friend. But come back to me soon.
Là, il y a un crush, les gars. Là, il y a un crush. Je reconnais. Est-ce que les vampires, enfin les icônes, est-ce qu'ils peuvent faire des enfants autrement que par boire le sang? On va reprendre un petit peu de vie.
So, time to visit
Et
the
maintenant, je
Ascalon.
dois aller où? Parler au leader, club d'Ascalon et gagner sa confiance. Ok. 153. Le jeu commence à devenir un peu compliqué, hein. Sans armes adéquates. Pourtant, je tue tout le monde, hein. On va... Quoique...
See them fancy clothes? This one's on top. He's dead.
Il est en train de me fumer. Pourquoi c'est moi qui suis focus, là? Donne-moi du loot. Ouais, il faut que je me fasse les vampires, les gars. Mince. Les vampires, faut que je les bute. En les butant, je trouve des objets de haute qualité. Enfin, de haute qualité par rapport à mon niveau, hein. C'est pas encore le plus rare. Je pense que j'étais allé au bon endroit, en fait. Je peux pas passer autre part de toute façon. Ah, il y a des coffres, c'est pas des coffres. Il y a des... Il y a de tout dans ce jeu. Pourtant, ils ont la même... modèle 3D. Alors là, il y a du sang partout. Je vois une poubelle, mais ça m'intéresse pas des masses. Par où je dois aller? Ok, on va continuer par là. Ah.
Recognize him? No. This one ain't on our list. Well, that's one less anyway.
That was the vampire I saw earlier. This war takes no prisoners.
Mais attends, mais je vais pas du tout où je dois aller. Ça devient très dangereux par ici, hein.
The West End. Never have I felt so sad to be back home.
This one's mine! I'll kill it!
Je l'ai loupé. Commence à être vraiment bien au-dessus de mon niveau. C'est problématique, les gars. Si seulement il y avait un bonus quand on monte de niveau en termes de DPS.
The heart of British vampire society. Not quite as subtle as I expected.
Women die too in this war.
C'est parti. On rencontre le fameux raid, je sais plus quoi. Raid Ascalon.
Do
Do you know where you are standing right now?
In front of the Ascalon Club, I presume.
The Ascalon Club only summons or ostracizes. What is your business tonight?
I received an invitation. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed. Please proceed. Lord Redgrave is waiting on you upstairs.
Ok. Est-ce que je vais pouvoir les racketter ou pas? Il a l'air d'avoir du racket.
Quite a battle here. I'm sure the Ascalon Club has the money to replace the furniture.
Mince. Je pensais que ça ouvrirait juste la porte. Je pense que je suis pas au bon endroit là. Ouais, je suis sorti. Oh. Ok. Dans ma quête de la gridance. Il n'y a vraiment rien du tout à racketter là? Pas d'objets rares, pas de... rien? Bon bah, on va monter hein. J'ai eu un tout petit peu d'argent. Dague de qualité. J'ai obtenu une nouvelle arme main gauche. Absorption de sang. Équipez-la et appuyez sur Y pour absorber directement du sang. Sérieux? Absorption de sang, assommer, assommer. Et je fais comment pour l'équiper là? D'accord, elle est déjà bleue. Attendez quoi? Ah non, je peux. Sans, je peux pas la... Une main, pistolet. Pistolet, j'en ai même pas équipé en plus. Enfin bref. Ça pourrait être bien. C'est par où? C'est de l'autre côté. J'ai trouvé une nouvelle arme déjà, c'est pas mal. Là, il y a du loot. Ça va être là. Tous dans la même petite pièce comme ça là?
My good friends, if I may have your attention. Behold our visitor, the good Dr. Reed. Newborn of blood so pure and strong that even my friend Fergal Bansher was no match for him.
Here, here, here.
Come forward, young Ekon, for we have so much to discuss. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. I am Lord Redgrave, Earl of Bristol and chairman of this exclusive association.
Lord Redgrave.
At last we meet. I've been eager to make your acquaintance. I've heard some astounding things about you. Please accept my condolences for your loss, Dr. Reed.
Thank you, my lord. Lady Ashbury expressed your wish to meet me.
Yes. The lady has always been a useful acquaintance, though not always reliable. Is she a good friend of yours?
Hmm. Elle s'avère
She has
utile.
proved to be helpful on many occasions.
The centuries have taught me never to trust a woman completely, especially if she is a mortal. Too prone to emotions, if you ask me. Too fickle when it comes to important decisions.
My lord, do not expect me to speak ill of Lady Ashbury.
Of course not, and I praise your loyalty. Would you offer the same fidelity to the Empire?
What do you mean?
I speak of the Skull Plague that threatens London and the country. You have been on the front line in the East End, but the time has come to open up a second front here.
The epidemic has escaped the quarantine. You have new cases of the outbreak.
We don't know for certain, but we cannot allow the disease to threaten the prominent heads of Great Britain.
Pourquoi moi?
Why do you suddenly need me?
The Ascalon Club only recruits the best, and you definitely fit the bill. Your scientific and medical reputation alone would qualify you as a candidate.
You want me to find possible sources of the outbreak in the West End. Is that it?
Ah, straight to the point, like all eager newborns. We shall have time to talk about all this, Dr. Reed, but first, I should like to get to know you better.
Talk? Is that the only reason you asked me here?
Well, no. I also wanted to meet the intriguing Ekon, who made such a powerful progeny of his sister. You have not learned the name of your maker, am I correct?
Non, je ne le connais pas.
I haven't.
Have no embarrassment, Dr. Reed. We all make mistakes. But whatever your lineage, you are definitely Ascalon material.
What do you mean?
I would like you to become a member of the Ascalon Club, and to serve me as such.
J'aimerais quand même
Before
poser
I
quelques
accept,
questions.
I have so many questions.
Please ask.
Qu'est-ce qui
What
implique
does it
d'être un
mean
membre?
to be a member of the Ascalon Club?
It means that you swear to protect the interests of the Crown, that you become a loyal servant of the British Empire.
Je suis censé
Am
vous
I
obéir.
supposed to follow orders?
As founder and chairman of the club, I alone am entitled to make demands of our members, and I do appreciate obedience.
Vous êtes
Do
reconnu?
you have any official recognition from the government? A charter from His Majesty the King?
No. Of course, the Ascalon Club publicly supports the Empire, but the true nature of its members remains a secret.
Ok, donc c'est quand même un secret. Quel est
What
l'objectif
is
du
the
club?
Ascalon Club's express purpose?
We follow the credo of William Marshall, the greatest knight who ever lived. As was he, we are sworn to protect the British Empire.
Donc,
What
que
does
signifie
Ascalon
Ascalon?
mean?
Ascalon was the lance wielded by St. George, glorious patron saint of England when he slew the dragon. And like that lance, we pierce the hearts of all our nation's enemies.
Donc William Marshall a fondé le club, mais pourquoi?
Not exactly. William Marshall granted me immortality, and I founded the club a few years later. The good knight has been gone for so long.
Ok. J'ai tué l'un des vôtres.
I killed Fergal, who claimed to be one of yours, sent to cleanse the East End of all skulls. Will his death be an issue?
Do not worry. My priorities have changed. Fergal was a zealous servant of mine, but like any servant, he had his limitations and is readily replaced if necessary.
Apparemment, hein, c'est moi qui vais à sa
I
place,
agree
quoi.
to join the club.
This is good news. Good news indeed in these crucial times. Let's inform the Assembly formally and proceed with your initiation.
My initiation?
Fear not. Nothing fancy nor dangerous. It is just that we, the members of Ascalon, believe that tradition and custom are the backbone of this country.
Il nous a pas expliqué en quoi ça consistait, n'empêche. Hein.
My fellow members, dear friends, please gather and welcome this Ekon as one of our own.
Is he worthy? Is his blood pure?
Well, speak, Dr. Reed, in front of the most sacred blood. The blood of our beloved William Marshall, speak now. Will you serve and protect the crown as he did?
Yes, I will.
Then, young Ekon, it is time to testify with your blood. It is time to sign the Book of Allegiance.
J'aime vraiment pas l'ambiance. Hein.
But England's traditions are the backbone of our nation.
Est-ce qu'ils vont nous donner un choix ou pas? J'en ai pas l'impression.
Delightful. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. Take your place among the bearers of the lance.
One of us! One of us!
Ok. Parler à Redgrave.
That went well, did it not? It is always useful to bolster the troops' morale, especially before a difficult battle.
You have the makings of a general, my lord.
I was, though very long ago, well, not quite a general, but a proud defender of the crown.
So why did you really want to meet me?
Straight to the point again, young Ekon. All right, let's talk, you and I, Lance Bearer.
I'm listening, my lord.
According to my spies, you have worked with Dr. Edgar Swansea on the epidemic, and your findings were quite alarming.
Vous connaissez
Do you
Anne
know
Swansea?
Edgar Swansea?
Not personally, but I've been told he has some sort of immortal fetish and is a good friend of yours.
Does it bother you that I consider him my good friend?
As long as you reveal nothing of the club's inner workings, why should I forbid you engaging in conversation with the good Dr. Swansea?
Vous m'espionnez ou pas?
You were spying on me.
Not personally. I rarely leave this building. But once he found you, Fergal kept me informed. Until you put an end to his mission.
On s'en fout de qui est Fergal.
You do know I killed him.
C'était un salopard. Hein, donc,
towards me for his death.
Of course not. Your victory was quite impressive and courageous. You earned my respect.
Ok. Les squales.
Yes, I'm convinced the recent invasion of frenzied scowls in London is directly linked to the epidemic. This is not the Spanish flu, but something else.
I would be glad to hear more of your discoveries, Dr. Reed, but for now, my main concern is the security of London's inhabitants, both mortal and immortal.
What do you mean?
Alarmed by the epidemic, the Guard of Prewen has started a war against us British vampires. To appease the situation, we must eradicate the Scowls.
Certains scales sont
I have met
inoffensifs.
peaceful and wise Scowls. To exterminate them means we are no better than vampire hunters.
Scowls are hideous, shameful creatures that give all Ekon a bad name.
So, what do you want me to do?
I want you to investigate the city thoroughly. I have reason to fear there are cases of contagion in this part of town. Our absolute priority is to find and cleanse them.
And how would you like me to proceed?
By all means necessary, Dr. Reed. You are now a member of the Ascalon Club and you have carte blanche. Interrogate the locals, follow all the leads you find, and get results.
Ok. Donc là, il y a mon maître... Attends. Trouver la source d'infection. Pourquoi est-ce que j'ai eu une vision rouge? Normalement, c'est assez quand mon papa, mon papounet, il vient me parler, non? Interroge citoyen sur les sources d'infection. C'est où? C'est dans la maison que je dois faire ça? Je devais peut-être leur parler à eux.
Vampire revealing himself and singing obscure songs around the city. What
Alors
is this new
Ah,
benevolence?
Good evening, Dr. Reed. How does it feel to be this evening's centerpiece, figuratively?
je me sens dans mon
I feel
élément.
perfectly fine. Do I have cause for concern?
Do not be alarmed. The Ascalon Club has a tried and tested policy for choosing its initiates.
May I ask who you are, sir?
Why would you be interested?
Well, as you seem to be the only man in the room with a beating heart, you draw quite a bit of attention yourself.
Ah, vampire senses never cease to fascinate me. They dwarf those of mere mortals. I am Aloysius Dawson, by the way.
Vous êtes célèbre.
Dawson. Of Dawson and Dawson. The wealthiest man in England. It is a pleasure to meet such a prominent figure of London.
A withering London figurehead, to be precise.
Are you sick, Mr. Dawson? I am a doctor, you know.
My case is beyond the scope of traditional medicine. I have spent fortunes on the world's most competent doctors to arrive at that diagnostic conclusion.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir. Should I suppose that you're here in search of some form of immortality?
Absolutely not. I'm here to implement my plan to save the city I was born in. To cast out the ghastly evil that has us all on our knees.
L'argent résout pas
Money
tout.
cannot solve every problem. This mysterious epidemic is going to require more than money can buy.
You're right. Money is nothing unless one has the will to wield it. I have a plan, sir. A radical one that will save all that is essential in London.
What is your plan, then?
Quarantine and barricades are futile. What we need is a wall.
Un mur.
Formidable, unscalable wall to isolate the deserving from the infected masses.
Ah bah, c'est injuste.
But that would segregate the rich from the poor, would it not? It would be unjust.
Our only course of action must be to save England. And to save England, we have to make sacrifices.
Are you not mistaking
Évidemment.
sacrifice for summary execution?
Why do you care? Are you not a vampire? Removed from all mortal concern.
Être un vampire, ça exclut pas d'avoir
Is what the city needs.
d'avoir de la logique, hein.
Now.
D'avoir un sens aigu de la justice. Là, c'est clairement injuste, hein. C'est... Ils sont pauvres, on peut les sacrifier, c'est pas grave, quoi. Bon. Portrait de famille. Je sais pas si c'est ici que je dois être. C'est ça le problème que j'ai. Je pense qu'il faut que je sorte parce qu'il parle des habitants du quartier. Genre par exemple elle.
Redgrave just suggested I was sired by an ancient vampire.
Good evening, miss.
Oh my god, no. Please, Mr. Vampire, don't kill me. Please, no. I'm too young to die. I still have so much to offer this world.
Wait, no. Why do you think I would... What?
Don't worry, Dr. Reed. I know you wouldn't harm me. Mother told me you were in this part of town and might drop by.
Your mother?
My name is Charlotte, sir. Charlotte Ashbury. My mother taught me
Ah.
how to recognize the signs that betray a vampire.
I understand she also taught you how to tease and gently mock innocent young Econs. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Charlotte.
Cause
I'm
d'infection.
investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual recently?
A few days ago, I spotted a strange house while campaigning for women's suffrage. Awful smell. No answer when I knocked.
Where is it?
It's the Mullaney's, a nice family who live in a big house near the park in the eastern part of this neighborhood.
Ok.
Goodbye, Charlotte. Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite busy these last few nights. I suspect you may see her before me.
Ok. Bah les gars, ce qu'on va faire, c'est qu'on va faire la pause maintenant. J'espère que cet épisode vous a plu. Sur ce, je vous souhaite une très bonne journée. Prenez soin de vous, prenez soin de vos proches. Pensez à vous amuser les gars, c'est important. Et à la prochaine. Salut.